Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's just Albany, and happy Vlogmas day 4. Happy Vlogmas day 4. It's definitely a nighttime. I'm not starting this Vlogmas on today. Like, I'm kind of, yeah. It took me, as you can see in the previous day's video, it took me all night to do my hair. It came out okay, but it took me all night, and so I pretty much had like a doctor's appointment early in the morning, so I just did an all-nighter. Came home after the doctor's appointment, ate some breakfast, and then went to sleep. And so yeah, so I'm gonna show you day 4's crafting video part now. Now, I don't know who told me to pick a crafting advent calendar, but yeah, this is my angel. I somehow used too many of these ball things because I'm supposed to have a big one right at the center, but I just put that there because it's like a little hole there. But I think it's fine. I have a one-eyed angel right here. This is how it's supposed to look. So zoom, and that's how mine's look. But here's my little collection. Then the other one I put my little pong thing right there. So yeah, so okay, y'all saw me do my little craft for day 4, browsing to see like what type of holiday books there are out there and that I kind of just want to read. So these are kind of my holiday must read books that I'm interested in reading this holiday season. Probably won't get to all of them this month, but yeah, I definitely want to get to quite a few of them. And if you guys want to read with me, definitely let me know which ones that from this list you're kind of interested in reading. You know, whenever you have a new hairstyle, you kind of just got to get used to it. I'm still kind of getting used to this, like, this look. So yeah, so these are my holiday must read books that I want to read this holiday. And yeah, okay, so I'm gonna start off with non-romantic books and then talk about romantic books, because some people, you know, like there's sometimes where I'm like, okay, I'm really into the romance stuff, and then sometimes I don't want to hear all of that. Like, I don't want all of that. And there's some people who just don't like romance movies, romance books. Like, they can deal with romance being a part of the story, but like a complete book about it is just too much. So yeah, so these are for my non-romantic folk, and which is basically mysteries and thriller and horror, because you gotta go complete opposite. So my first book that I'm kind of interested in reading is called 5 Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards. Now, I believe this is actually getting turned in the book. I mean, not a book. I think this is actually getting turned into a movie. I'm not sure when it's supposed to come out or not, but Yeah, so this one, basically the main character Mira, she is flying home to Pittsburgh to visit her mother for Christmas holiday, and I guess her mother is grieving. I'm not sure if a particular relative passed away, or if it was a husband, or something like that. So Mira's trying to get to her mom, and basically this unexpected blizzard happens, and it's like crazy, and it basically results in a canceled layover. And she meets some friendly college students who I guess are deciding that they're going to make it through this blizzard no matter what. And she hops in the car with them, and I guess based off of like the description, I guess she thought that they all knew each other, but in fact they're all strangers. So everybody is a stranger in this car, and eventually somebody ain't too friendly, and they not only need to try to survive the snow and the ice, but they need to also survive one of these other passengers who is, I guess, trying to kill everybody. I don't know. So yeah, so 5 Total Strangers. That's my first holiday read book. I can never pronounce his name, but it's an Agatha Christie novel, so a mystery novel. So Hercule Poirot's Christmas. Hercule Poirot. I don't know how to pronounce that. But and this one is basically a father. He invites all of his 4 sons home for Christmas and bring their wives and I guess their children. And I guess he discusses his disdain in them, and he's cutting them off from their allowances and changing his will. And I guess somehow somebody gets murdered. I wouldn't be shocked if it was him, but they kind of put that in the description, so maybe it's not him. But basically, you know, Hercule Poirot he's a great investigator, and he comes to basically solve the mystery of who killed whoever was murdered. It was a movie that came out kind of similar in this premise that was on Amazon Prime, which that was pretty good. So I wonder if that movie kind of played off of this particular murder book. But anyway, so the next holiday read book is basically, it's a series of short stories. So but the Murderous Christmas Stories series, and it's like 4 books, and they all have like short stories in it. But the first one is Murder Under the Christmas Tree, so that'll be like kind of a cute like book to read that has little mini short stories. And then the last one on my non-romantic thriller mystery horror type books is Secret Santa. So it's Secret Santa by Andrew Schaefer. And this one is kind of like the tagline, it was The Office meets Stephen King, so it's supposed to be more of like a kind of a comedy type of horror book. So that seems pretty good. So pretty much Lucy starts a new job, and she finds herself being targeted by her co-workers and their mean pranks. And I guess Secret Santa rolls around, and you know, through the gift exchange, she receives a gift that is basically a demonic looking object. And then after receiving this gift, the co-workers that were being like mean to her and stuff like that, they start having falling victim to a series of horrific events, and she's basically needs to figure out this object and what's going on, because she believes this object is the cause, and it basically goes like that. So I think that that's going to be kind of cool. I hope it has some comedic, like it is very I mean, it says The Office meets Stephen King, so I hope it is pretty funny. So I'm looking forward to really starting that one like first, honestly. So now to the romantic books. So the first one, which like I saw the series on Netflix, but I guess it just didn't dawn on me, and I guess I just didn't really watch the preview for it, and I just didn't click on it last Christmas. But it's called Dash and Lily Book of Dares by Rachel Cohen and David Leviathan, who wrote Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. And I mean, the book, you know, turned into a series, I think. But I think they canceled it, which that's so sad. But this book is basically about the character Lily. She has like this red notebook that's in like a bookstore in New York that she's left there, that has like these challenges and games and like dares or whatever. And she was just waiting for somebody, particularly a guy, to find it. And Dash finds it, and he starts doing them, and then he's kind of like her match a little bit. He has dares, and they're kind of just running around New York City, going to different like bookstores and libraries and clues and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this seems so cute. Like, I would love that. Like, so yeah, so I'm definitely going to read this and definitely watch the show. I'm planning on doing like a video kind of rating like holiday theme TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So stay tuned for how I feel about the show, even though I'm sad that they're not renewing it. Alright, so the next book is 12 Dates of Christmas, and this is a series, Love on the Rock 1. So part of this series, Love on the Rock, by Rizzy Adams. And this one pretty much is a friends to lovers book. Rashad and Zia have been friends, but they not just, you know, friends. You know, they have an undeniable connection and chemistry, and you know, I guess they just knew it but was still dating other people. I don't know what was going on, but they had just a, you know, very great friendship that was beyond just the standard friendship. But after 6 years, Zia cuts it off. She was probably like, you know what, you know, I love him, he's doing him, why am I gonna be watching all of this? So she probably left, and I guess that's when he realized that he loved her, and they somehow meet up, well, not meet up, run into each other, and I guess around the holidays. And he's like, look, we weren't just great friends, like, you know, I think I, you know, really love you and want to be with you. And she's probably like, hold up, what now? So she basically gives him 12 dates to win her over. So I think that's gonna be cute. So the next book, and I believe this is a new release that just came out, and it's called The Holiday Switch. Sorry, I got my little iPad here. The Holiday Switch by Tiff Marcello. And I just watched somebody's like holiday vlog or whatever who was reading this book. And pretty much Leela, she's spending her winter break from high school working at an inn in her town, and she's looking forward to it. And then pretty much her boss's nephew comes in, and he, you know, she has her particular way that's the right way to do things, and he's just like, oh no, I'm not gonna do it her way. And so I guess he's cute and frustrating, and then somehow they end up getting each other's phones, so they have like a phone switch. And I guess, you know, through this phone switch they realize that each of them have like a secret that kind of brings them together, and then, you know, they're gonna probably fall in love. But how she explained it, the person whose video I was watching, like, it wasn't like an insta lovey thing, and it was kind of like individually the characters developing and kind of just bonding over like coming out with the secrets that I guess they had, and then they fell in love. So I feel like it's going to be an interesting story. The next one by my author, I love this romance author. She's my new like favorite, or my main favorite, because I never had a favorite. But this book is called Wrapped Up in You. That's a little cute little play on words. Wrapped Up in You is the title of the book, by Talia Hibbert. And pretty much William, he's a billion-dollar actor, so I guess he up there, whose main goal this Christmas is to finally win over his best friend's little sister, who he has been in love with, I guess, since him and his best friend's been best friends. And they somehow, now this is the part that I'm just like, how did they get here? But they somehow get stuck at her grandmother's house, and it's just the two of them and like 27 cats. But it's like they get stuck there because of a blizzard. So this is his chance. So I guess we'll see what happens. So the next book is The Wrong McElroy by K.L. Hughes. This is an LGBT representation. But basically it starts off where Fiona's best friend Michael, he needs to bring home a girlfriend, so he asks her to be his pretend girlfriend, and you know, she just agrees to do it. But when they get there and he meets his family, and he has like this very like outspoken sister, and basically Fiona is starting to lust after the sister. Like she starts falling for the sister, and it's gonna be kind of like, how long can she really keep up, you know, this fake relationship with Michael? So I thought that would be a cute kind of play on like the usual like fake dating and then they fall in love, but this one is like, no, they're not falling in love. So I use my hands a lot. I don't know. And then the last book that I have on my list is I think it's The Royal Holiday, or just Royal Holiday, by Jasmine Gulleroy. And this one basically, Vivian comes with her daughter. Her daughter basically is, I guess, a stylist, and she's tasked to style somebody in the royal court in England. And Vivian, she takes up on, you know, a free trip, a free offer to go somewhere. She hasn't traveled much, and somehow she gets into a romance with the Queen's private secretary. And yeah, it's gonna be, you know, interesting because, you know, it's a vacation, so it's a vacation romance. So yeah, so those are my holiday books that I am interested in reading this holiday. I guess stay tuned to see which ones actually I pick up and what I say about them. And yeah, so let me know any holiday books that are your favorites or that you're planning on reading this holiday down below in the comments. And yeah, so I'll see y'all in Vlogmas day 5. Yeah, I believe it's Vlogmas day 5 because it's Vlogmas day 4. I'll see y'all in Vlogmas day 5. Toodles. Toodles.